So you want to learn how to sell One Piece cards. Maybe you're new to the hobby, maybe you just got into One Piece, maybe you just got to trading cards all in general, or maybe you just got bored and saw 5 packs on the shelf and you were like, hey, I'm gonna rip these, and you hit a manga after I've opened 12 cases and never hit one. Well, you're in luck. I'm gonna teach you how to do it in Facebook groups, which I think are the best avenue to do so, instead of using Marketplace for local sellers. Obviously, if you're moving a lot online, yes, you will have to do taxes on your sales, but that's only if you are a top-end vendor and you already have to probably do it anyways, so just keep that in mind when doing online sales. I'm here to help you on making sure you don't get scammed, making sure you're properly ready, and how to lay it out simply, easy, to the point, and to make your life a lot easier than having so many different things going on at once and kind of getting frustrated. I'm telling you guys, it's a lot easier than you think, and you can do it yourself. Just put your mind to it. It's very easy. You just need to watch this video and you can make some money selling your extra One Piece cards that you don't need anymore. I'll start off by saying, for me personally, I don't need to move these cards quickly, but if you do, you will be having to sell at a lower percentage. I like to keep mine around market price because I find the most profit margin there for me as a full-time seller of cards in general, whether it be Pokemon, One Piece, sealed product, any other card game I dabble into. I personally don't need to rush to sell, but if you want to, you can go down to 85 and even as low as 70 if you want to sell a large collection quickly. And if you ever want to sell a large collection quickly, you can always just hit me up on Instagram or in the Discord link down below. With that being said, let's get into the first part, the preparation. So here are the simple supplies you need. This is an easy list to come up with. You need to have soft sleeves. Soft sleeves are a must. No matter what card game you have, you need to have protection. Always sleeve it before you hit it. Wait, that was advice my dad gave me when I was 16. Anyways, you get the point. This is very important and very necessary in this whole process. You need to have your cards sleeved up and ready to be shipped out. But this flimsy thing isn't going to do the whole trick. You need to make sure you have these, and plenty of them. Just simple top loaders. You can get them for really cheap, or you can buy cases online. If you're doing this full time or wanting to do this long term, I recommend purchasing full cases or buying reused ones from vendors or other people who just have a ton of extras. Me personally, I probably have 3,000 extra top loaders just sitting around the house right now. Next up, this is very important. It's not technically necessary, especially if someone's buying a full large lot, but for just 1 or 2 card sales, I find these to be very important and dynamic in our shipping materials. Having cardboard. I know it's like you're shipping cardboard and paper with cardboard, but it makes sense because 2 of these in between one single card can make this card a lot more durable and a lot less likely to bend, as you can see, because cards will bend and get damaged in shipping, and you can be liable for that. And you don't want to be liable for that and lose money. Sometimes you don't even get the card back whenever that does happen and the card gets damaged, so just make sure you're safe. This is very easy. You can get repurposed boxes simply from your neighbors who just moved in, or your mom who just has a ton of random boxes she ordered, or your Amazon boxes. You can repurpose any cardboard to do the trick. Next up, you have bubble mailers. Bubble mailers are simple and to the point. This is what you're going to package your product in. So anything you ship will just go in here. You need different sizes, obviously, depending on how large the shipping thing is. This is for my slabs. Any of my slabs go in these boxes, or in these go in these for shipping. I find them to be very good because I will put a smaller package inside and then put this one on the outside, double layering it, not needing the cardboard for slabs. But for singles, I like to use ones that are a little bigger to fit the cardboard a little better. These ones can do the trick, but I don't know. I'm weird about it. I like to be very specific and make sure the cards always arrive perfect for the people who buy them. I don't personally use these unless it's for TCG Player, and the TCG Player stuff is done at our other place, but I find it really good to have paper envelopes, just ones that you would use for normal mailing. You can buy them for very cheap, a 500 pack for probably $5 to $10 at most. This will be $1 shipping, which makes it very convenient for your people who are purchasing from you, but I don't like it personally because there's no tracking or proof that it arrives, so people can scam you out of them, and I never recommend it unless doing TCG Player. That's going to be it for supplies. Now let's move into the actual preparation of the sell and the things you need to do. The first thing you need to do is obviously have your cards priced and valued so you know what you can sell them for, either at a profit or just to get rid of them because you ripped way too many packs. And we've all been there, trust me. All right, so we'll just go to Google, we'll type in TCG Player, simply just look up on TCG Player, find this. This is where you're going to be able to price all of the cards that you might purchase or want to sell. You just click here for One Piece to be very specific, or you can just type in the character, such as we're selling a Rebecca card. We can type in Rebecca, it will come up with our Rebecca SR right here. We can see the market value is selling for at least $510. Now we can scroll down right here and see the actual TCG Player listings. You can see how the prices fluctuated over the years. You can go back 6 months up to a year in total. We can see right now the current market price is $547. Most recent sales is $472, which is pretty a solid deal for this card. I remember when it was way cheaper, but that's not the point here. The biggest thing for me personally is the average daily sold, telling us 45 sold. People are looking for this card and play sets of it. Usually when you're in those 2 double-digit numbers, that's pretty solid. Obviously, if you're selling hundreds of a card, it's a lot more liquid, but that will only go up with certain cards. Rebecca's not the most playable card, and we can take other cards into opinion, or if you want to look through your TCG Player and see what cards are selling, this is the best way to see the most liquid cards that are currently selling. Now that all your cards are priced at market price or at the percentage you want to sell them at, you need to learn about coining your cards. Coining is really easy. It is just your name and the date. The reason you do this is so that people know that the cards are actually in your possession. Without this, you can just take a picture or screenshot from any online sell, eBay, Facebook, Craigslist, you can use whatever you want. So with this in the picture, you put it in front of the cards, you snapshot a picture with the card together so that now people can see, hey, this guy, who my Facebook name is Christopher Davis, because that's my real name, with the current date, always make sure the date is updated when purchasing cards. Or if a card is not coined, always ask for a coin when buying online, but it's really important for selling online as well, so that you can make sure you never get scammed and everyone can feel comfortable buying from you and doesn't have to ask the extra questions. So I like to coin my full binders, and then when someone makes a bulk purchase, I will take all of the cards together, update it with the exact date that it is, and sometimes even the time, or I'll put my social media next to the picture somehow, and that's also a great representation, and it gets you social media followers. Now what? We have our cards priced, we have them coined, and now we just need to take some pictures, I guess. That's basically it. And now after that, we're gonna find our Facebook group. Let's start with the pictures. The pictures are super simple. Let's get on the phone here and see them. All right, so you can see here, we're gonna scroll through my phone a little bit. Here's everything I'm selling. It's all priced very well, usually at market. Sometimes they fluctuate, so I may be a little above or below. So if there's anything incorrect, obviously you can call me out, but I try to be on top of it as much as possible. This is the sale that's coming out today, so I try to keep the color organized as well, but that's an extra step you don't need to do for your first time. I find it really useful for finishing the sales and putting the product in the right place for certain people, and that's pretty easy. But here we'll just scroll through. You can see there's binders and binders full, so it's really good to just have one top-loaded binder so all the cards are known to be safe, and then just throwing up your coin up there. You can hold it if the binder's full, or you can just throw it down on the actual binder, get every card in there, and we're really safe. Like I said, this is the best for the buyer. It's really important. It puts trust in you, and as you build up in Facebook groups, you'll learn more about how to actually have references, which you get from other Facebook groups, and that's a whole thing of its own that you'll learn about maybe in another video if you guys enjoy this one. But we'll finish up. Now you can see this is my final pages. I obviously got all the mangas out there for sale, and all the mangas for sale. That's what's important. Ignore the rest of it. The next part here is just getting a little script. So this is going to be mine for the Facebook group I'm about to show you. First, you have to get a little script, in my opinion, just to know that you're saying the right things in the right way. So here we see for sale, not for trade, One Piece alt arts and playables, because that's what we're selling. It gets you straight to the point and people understand. You say $5 shipping, because shipping needs to be covered by our buyers. You can offer free shipping if they order over X amount, if that's something you're interested in. And then I like to mention what things I take for payment, because a lot of people will just ask that question if they don't see it in the beginning. So I always like to say PayPal goods and service, friends and family, Venmo, Cash App. Now it's straight to the point, no question asked. TCG Player, all cards listed, or all prices listed on cards. If I'm over on TCG Player, please be civil, because some people will just go crazy ballistic on you. And then I'll say it's a hard time keeping up to date. I will match current TCG Player on most cards, because some cards, if I had $30, I paid $25. I'm not going to sell it for $12. That doesn't make sense. but I try to be up to date as possible. If I can't, I can't, but I try to be as civil as and I know that can cause a little bit of uproar in the comments, but hey, it's what you have to do. You have to be honest, and I'm a business. I can't just lose money. I'd rather hold on to it as a player and someone who enjoys One Piece. It's something I'm not pressured to really sell. Then I say, if you're looking to sell a collection, just send me a PM. Any orders ship Monday with tracking and insurance, because we're snowed in. I can't leave tomorrow, it's Sunday, so there's nowhere to ship it anyways. And so I just let them know, ships Monday, you'll have your tracking, and you'll be good. And if you want a full breakdown on the whole shipping process and everything, the thermal printer, what websites I use, I will link the website I use for my labels down below. But if you want to see a full detailed video, I will give you that as well. It's simple, you just use the website linked, which is going to also be probably right here. And it's the best place. I always get all my shipping labels. It saves people's addresses, and it keeps you a record book basically of their names, which is really nice because I can always reach out and say, hey, are you looking for any One Piece cards? And if they're not, they say no. If they are, then they buy your cards. Cool, that's a win. So I really like this website, free to use. You make a little account and you just cover the shipping cost, and it's cheaper than going in person at the post office. Now we have found a large One Piece group on Facebook. This is the one that I like to use, One Piece TCG Buy Sell Trade. Has everything you need. People can say looking to sell, looking for, whatever. 42.4k members, which tells you there's tons of members. I also forgot to mention in my script, I'm going to put US only because I don't like to ship outside of the US. It's just a headache and a half. So if that's something you want to do or you're outside of the US, obviously you don't have to worry about that. Just wanted to mention it real quick. But anyways, back to this. You can see everybody sells stuff through this group, and so I'm going to sell my stuff on here too. Usually do pretty well with different sells and stuff like that. So we'll go right here. We're just going to go up to the top. We're going to write. We're going to take our script, paste it, and I'm going to put US only here. We're going to go into photos, which you're not going to get to see. We're going to put all the photos in, and then we're good. Now I'm going to put comment what cards you are interested in, or send me a PM, which is a personal message in case you don't know, which will pop up in your messenger. You always have to check your requests during messenger, just because some will go and request because they're not your friends on Facebook. So make sure just to have that and you'll be okay. Anyways, that was simple. I like to put my mangas first because they captivate people, obviously being bigger cards. I don't really expect them to sell, in all honesty. If they do, that's great, but if not, I'm okay with it. It's something that you'll find the right person eventually. And if it's something you're interested in, join the Discord, send me a message. Now we just hit post, and now it gets posted. Now, like I said, we can easily do a part 2 of this. I can go over all of our sells in the actual group, see if it was worth my time or if it would be worth your time. There's always going to be hit or miss days. With us being snowed in, I have nothing else to do, so I might as well try to make some money. But if this is something you want to see, leave a comment. That's how to get in a Facebook group. It's super easy to join. You literally just look one up, say One Piece TCG group to buy, sell, trade. Join this one. This is the one I recommend. Or you can join the Discord, where we're going to start a sell trade place where we already have a chat, but we're looking for more members obviously first before there's no one to sell to. So anyways, join the Discord. Let's enjoy the One Piece card game, and I hope this helped you learn the process on how to sell One Piece cards or just any TCG in general. Honestly, this can go for any card game. Pokemon, Union Arena, they all have their own Facebook groups with their own following for their specific card games. It's also an amazing place to find resources that you may need instead of using TCG Player, so just be wary of scams and stuff like that. Always get your cards coined before you purchase them, and you'll be safe. PayPal Goods and Service for the win. It always has your back, unlike Venmo Goods and Service or anything else that offers goods and service. So PayPal Goods and Service, that's the best avenue. I'll see you in the next one. I hope this one helped you. If you like One Piece just like me, I have tons of deck profiles on the channel, so you need to like and subscribe and follow for more very soon, and more selling videos, because I'm enjoying this side of things and I hope you guys are too. I love the deck profiles, but I would like to give you guys some insight on how to make some money and have some fun with your cards as well on the outside of the stuff you don't need, because we're all ripping boxes like degenerates, so we might as well at least make a little bit back off of it. How many cards have you pulled that you're like, oh, this is nice, but I don't really need it? So now here's the way. I hope you learned a lot. I hope I could help you out, and if I did or did not, or if I missed anything, please leave a comment. I'm done rambling now. I'll see you in the next one.